Becky. Welcome back to my channel and another weekly vlog. Picking up on the last vlog where we had a snowstorm coming and an ice storm coming. Well, guess what? This week is pretty much a repeat of last week. We are expecting another bunch of ice and snow to come through actually tonight. So that is not fun. So doing a lot of prep work for that because the last ice storm we had was not great, but it wasn't that terrible. But this one is supposed to be worse than the other one and be longer. Like we're having several days supposedly of bad weather instead of just the one night. So I'm not super excited about that, but I am excited to share another week with you guys. I've been having such a good time making these weekly vlogs for you, and I have been just really excited about the feedback that I've gotten from you all. So many of you have messaged me and commented on the videos and said how much you love them. So I'm really excited about that because I've been really loving making them for you. We haven't left the house in 4 days. We are gonna go out today. My husband's off. He took the girls to Sunday school and they should actually be home any minute. We're gonna go out and run some errands, which will be fun because even when you haven't been out of the house in 4 days, even going somewhere really dumb like the grocery is pretty fun. But the good thing about this week that's coming up, I didn't plan it this way, but it worked out perfectly, is I actually have my HelloFresh order coming. So I could not have planned that more perfectly because the grocery stores are absolutely insane. I had a grocery pickup last night and they didn't have any of the major items that I needed. So thank goodness my HelloFresh order is coming, and I've got a bunch of meals that are already pre-measured and ingredients for them. Everything I need for them is coming in the box. So I'm really excited about that, and of course I'll show you guys that when it comes. But if you don't know what HelloFresh is, basically it is a meal delivery service where, like I said, you pick your recipes. They have a menu that you can pick from, tons of different recipes based on your cooking ability. So I always choose the really easy ones. How many people you have in your family, there's so many ways you can customize what is sent to you from HelloFresh, and then they do send it to you on your porch, delivered, everything you need to make whatever recipes you've picked out, pre-measured. It makes it really, really easy. And so anytime, whether you're just busy and you don't have time to go to the grocery store, or you don't really know, like you want to try new recipes, like I mentioned to you guys in my 2021 goals that I wanted to make some new recipes this year, this is perfect because it's a lot less intimidating. I can just pick out the recipes that look good to me, that are my cooking ability, and they send everything to me and I make it here at home. So I'm really excited that it's coming in. I do have a great coupon code for you guys. So you will actually get 10 free meals across 4 HelloFresh boxes that you order. It's a really, really good value, especially right now with COVID and people aren't getting out to get the grocery as much, or with snowstorms coming and ice storms coming. It is so, so convenient to have these meals delivered to your door, and you can save all that money and get those 10 free meals across 4 boxes. It's pretty awesome. Definitely check out my description box for that coupon code. You don't want to miss this amazing offer because it's really, really a time saver. And in times like this when I can't get to the grocery store and actually get what I need, it's super, super helpful. So anyway, like I said, plan for today is to run errands, eat out, since we haven't eaten out in a while, and just kind of maybe go get some bottled water and things like that in case we lose like water. I know some fire hydrants busted last night. They're expecting possibly some water lines to burst, which is not exciting, but I'm trying to prepare as best I can. Keeping cell phones charged. We've got all of our cell phones charged. We've got all of our cell phone chargers charged. Also, my laptop charger is charged. That way, if we lose electricity, I can still work and edit for you guys. The only thing we really need to worry about at this point is, obviously, if we lost power, it would be cold. We don't have any other heating source besides electric. So that would be unfortunate. But as far as like eating and cleaning and stuff, my mom recommended that I fill up some milk cartons with water to cook and wash with in case we need to. I'm gonna buy some bottled water for drinking just in case our water lines freeze and we can't use, you know, the water from the tap or the water from the refrigerator, just to kind of have a backup plan. So that's the plan for today, trying to have fun and go out and do errands and things as a family, and also prepare for what is supposed to be another ice and snowstorm. Okay, I just sat down and I thought I would tell you guys this situation where the last vlog left off. I showed you a picture of the futon that we ordered. If you don't remember or you don't know, we sold our sectional, and our sectional that we ordered is on back order until May. Hopefully that's as far as it's gonna go, but who knows, these days things keep getting back ordered and pushed back and pushed back. So we did order a cheap futon that we could just have, so we at least have something to sit on. And let me tell you, I mean, It's better than sitting on the floor all the time, but it is not very comfortable. It's lumpy, it is hard, it's too small, so it's like pretty much 2 people can sit on it at a time, which usually works out because my husband's at work a lot during the week, so you know, that's not that big of a deal. However, if it does get really snowy or icy and they ever called off his work, he would be home and it would be the 4 of us and this little tiny couch. So I mentioned in the last vlog that usually when he snores, which is most every night, I end up having to go downstairs and sleep on the couch, at least for a few hours. So I was really trying to avoid that because this thing is super duper lumpy and really short and uncomfortable. Well, last night he was snoring and I was like, do I really want to go downstairs and sleep on that sack of potatoes? But I did. I came down here around 2:30, I think. I slept on it for a few hours and then I woke up and I was like, oh my goodness, I've got to go back upstairs. This is so hard. So I went back upstairs because I didn't hear him snoring. I didn't hear a peep out of him. Went upstairs, laid down in bed. As soon as I laid down, and I was like, seriously, you're gonna start snoring as soon as I lay down. It's like, I don't know. But I ended up falling asleep. I guess he wasn't doing it. He wasn't doing it as bad as he was doing it when I left at 2:30 in the morning. I mean, you can see right here, look how lumpy this is. Like, it's supposed to be memory foam, but I'm pretty sure that this memory foam is like literally potatoes because it's just like big lumps. It's not even like one smooth, consistent surface. It's literally like sitting on a bag of potatoes. So it is better to sit on a bag of potatoes than nothing at all. More of the continuing landing shelf situation. If you watched my last weekly vlog, I was talking about one of my goals for this year was to make a final decision about whether or not we were going to keep this landing shelf or take it down and get a table. I did order a table. The last vlog, it hadn't come in yet. Obviously, it has since come in. I do like the table. I think it's really cute. It was really inexpensive, and I think if I was gonna have one here, it's about the right size. It maybe could be a little bit less, maybe a little bit more narrow, like not as deep, and maybe a teeny bit longer. But I still like it, and if I didn't have the landing shelf, then I think it would have been a good alternative. So we had taken the landing shelf down. As you can see, it's just like sitting on its brackets. It's not even up there the right way. We had taken it down because I was pretty sure I was gonna use the table. But then I talked to my friend Beth on Instagram, and she's really good at decorating and stuff, and she actually drew up a little mock-up for me of like what she would do with the space, and she would have kept the landing shelf, and she kind of drew things out. And what she drew, I pretty much already had, and I pretty much had already used over the years, but I just couldn't get to look right. So what I did was I left the table here. I pulled out a lot of the things that I had in my extra decor, so all this stuff, except for that I just bought. All this stuff is stuff I already had, and that is new. But I already had that. That's actually from my living room. So if I use that up here, I've got to find a replacement for my living room. All this stuff I've already had. So I have decided that I'm going to keep the landing shelf. When my husband gets home, I'm going to have him like reattach it and everything. That is not straight and it's not hung up there right. I literally stuck it up there with one command strip just to see if I liked it. So I'm going to spend some time either today, probably not today, but later this week and in this vlog, I will be working some more on finalizing the landing shelf as best I can. We are having another ice storm come through tonight, ice and snow. So I don't know if I'll be able to get out to the store, but I have this vase that just came in yesterday. I also have another one that's coming in a few days. So we'll see what I'm able to finalize while not probably being able to leave my house. But that is the update with that, the status of that. I really love this sign. I found it at Home Goods. I wanted to show your neighbor's trees from the last ice storm that we had, and it's still got ice all over the branches. If you can see, they have these really stupid, they have 3 huge birch trees in their backyard. Their backyard is not big enough for 3 birch trees, and they weren't the ones that planted them. The people that lived there before them were the ones that planted them, but they never maintain them, and their branches are always falling over on our fence, growing through our fence. So if anybody ever trims them, it's us. But as you can see, all of these branches are weighed down with ice, and that's still got ice, like there's still ice on them. And if you can see, this right here is our pear tree, and all of their branches are frozen inside of our pear tree. And I'm really concerned that when we get more ice that we're supposed to get, that they're gonna just get too heavy and they're gonna snap and they're gonna break and they're gonna fall on our privacy fence. And I really don't know legally what do you do when your neighbor's trees ruin your property. I'm not really sure, but I'm really kind of concerned about that. In addition to being worried about just like losing electric and water in general. But I am really concerned about those trees. So my husband and the girls just got back from Sunday school and they got me flowers and balloons, and Bean thinks that there's something to eat. Look. You're gonna knock over your bucket.
Bean! May I boop the Valentine's girl?
Don't let her eat those. It's not food.
Come with me.
I thought that was funny. Okay guys, it's a new day. I'm trying to be quiet because the girls are still sleeping. You know how they say you should not go to bed with a messy kitchen because then you will wake up with a messy kitchen? Well, I went to bed with a very messy kitchen. There's snow things laying there, dishes, paint cans, more dishes, water that I was saving in case the pipes freeze. Of course, the cabinets are open because I didn't want the pipes to freeze. They're supposed to leave your cabinets open. But it's pretty bad in here. And the living room is not much better. I have all of this stuff here that I got out to try to decorate my landing shelf, which I did. I can put that stuff back up, but I did not put it back up last night. More dishes over there. Just mess. Mess. Pretty much everywhere. And my HelloFresh order's coming today and I can't even cook in here because there is no counter space. There's so many dishes laying around and you guys are probably gonna think I'm the biggest slob in the world. I really am not. But my husband was off yesterday. We were working on different projects and then a typical me fashion, I started feeling bad last night. I know why I was feeling bad, but still, I was feeling bad. So I quit doing anything at like 7 o'clock. So I did not clean up the kitchen after dinner, which means all the dishes just lay there and piled up. So that is the main agenda today, is get the kitchen cleaned up, put all of this stuff up back where it came from, under our stairs. We have extra storage under our stairs, so all that's got to be put back up. Obviously put the dishes away. The kitchen, the living room is going to be a mess because I don't have a couch and I have like 2 tables in here right now that one has to go back. It's not going to look nice, but at least it won't be a mess. And then my daughter's marker bags and stuff there. So that is how I'm starting out my day, with a mess. The good news is, well, sort of good news, we actually have some sunshine today. This is the first time the sun has shined at all in about 2 weeks. I don't know how much difference it's going to make as far as melting the snow and ice because it is supposed to snow again tonight. But at least for your mood, it does help to have some sunshine, so I am excited about that. But I'm going to clean this kitchen. I look about as bad as the kitchen does. I'm a mess. Maybe you'll get some cleaning motivation to watch me clean up this messy kitchen. And then later on, I will show you my HelloFresh order and what I have done with my landing shelf, because I'm really excited about that.
Gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause
started the dishwasher and I'm gonna hand wash the dishes that are left because I don't want any extra dishes left out. I'm also gonna put all of the water that I saved in case a pipe bursts. I'm still gonna continue to save some water for a few more days, but I don't like it sitting out in the kitchen, so I'm gonna go sit it out in the garage, and if we never end up using it for a burst pipe, then I can always save it for Loki when he needs water, or when I've watered flowers or anything. I'm not gonna just waste it. So that way it'll at least get it out of the kitchen and not be cluttered looking, but I can still have it if I need it. Okay, so it is 11:16. I had undecorated for Valentine's Day the other day, so the shelves are empty. This is kind of sparse, but I'm gonna be decorating for Easter in about 2 weeks, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it the way that it is. But the table's cleaned off. I do still have the towel over here because my youngest daughter is out playing in the snow right now, so she is getting ready to come in with nasty wet feet. I did leave that there, but I unloaded and reloaded the dishwasher, wiped down all the countertops, wiped off the stove, put the water outside, and hand washed all the dishes that didn't fit in the dishwasher this round. That way I didn't have any dishes in the sink except for these 2 spoons that I missed, but it's okay. I'm not worried about 2 spoons, but I didn't want a bunch of like pots and stuff sitting out. So while I'm in here, I thought I would go ahead and show you guys what I do every month for my sink. When we got our kitchen redone, we didn't have a garbage disposal, and we also don't have a vent for the dishwasher, which is what's supposed to keep dishwashers from overflowing yucky food into the drains. So one thing that was recommended to me was these Sani sticks, and they basically are these little like enzyme treatments that you put down drains and sinks, and they're supposed to break down any oils, food, just nasty particles that you don't want in your drain. So every month I put one in each side. I broke it in half just because it fits easier if you break it in half. So I put one down that side, and I have a reminder on my phone of things that I do, that I need to do on a monthly basis. I like to set them all the same day. That way it's easier for me to remember. So things like doing the enzyme treatment for the sink, changing the air filters in the house, even changing my contacts. I try to do those all on the same day. That way it's more of a habit and I remember to do them all, versus like one day I'm doing this, one day I'm doing that. So that is the treatment for this month. So that's all good. The kitchen's clean and vacuumed. It's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than it was. One thing I did notice, and I'm not gonna get to today, but something has spilled out in the bottom of my oven. I'm not sure exactly what that is, because I've been really careful to not let that happen, but I guess it happens anyway. It's not too bad, just a couple spots here, a couple things there. So maybe on Saturday I'll have time to get in there and clean that up before it gets any worse. But that is the state of the kitchen right now. I'm pretty pleased with how it is. Basically it's a snow day again because our road is still really slick, and I don't drive in slick weather, slick roads. My husband's back at work today, so we're not going anywhere today. I'm not really worried about the fact that it's 11:18 and we haven't even started school. My youngest wanted to go out and play, and I'm like, you know, we don't get snow very often. We do, but not enough to like play in. And so she wanted to play, and I was like, you know what, we have all day to do school. She can go out and play. So she's out playing in the snow with Loki. The sun's actually shining today, so that's pretty exciting. Oh look, he's got a big snowball in his mouth. So my husband knows what a Panera addict I am, and so even though we can't get out today, he brought lunch. My youngest didn't want Panera, so she made a sandwich. I got my sandwich, which I always get. The kids' turkey and cheese on white bread with chips. My oldest got her salad, which is the Asian sesame with chicken, extra wontons, and then we have a tulip cookie that me and my youngest daughter share. So that is lunch for today, thanks to my husband. I appreciate it because I miss going out to Panera. Okay, while I was thinking about it, I wanted to show you guys the landing shelf. If you watched my last vlog and several vlogs before, I talked about the landing shelf here in the landing of my stairs and how it's been kind of a thorn in my side literally since we moved in. We had the landing shelf there for years and years and years, but except for Christmas and fall, I cannot ever seem to get the right decor that I like in the right arrangement. But I spent a long time last night talking with my friend Beth on Instagram about what I have already that I can use. I pulled a lot of stuff out of my overstock home decor section that I keep, like stuff that I'm not using. I also pulled a few things from around the house that I like but wouldn't be against putting somewhere else. So all of this stuff I already had except for that sign and that bowl. Everything else I already had. The candlesticks had been packed away. I used to have them downstairs in my office. They used to be teal. We had spray painted them white years ago. They were in my bedroom for a while. Then I got tired of them, put them in the home decor kind of overstock area. We call it Narnia. It's in the back of our closet in the living room. So in Narnia, I had those candlesticks, those candles. This little house here, I have one just like it in my kitchen, but this one was sitting on my ladder shelf in my living room. The hourglass I had for years and it was packed away. The wooden and sign was in my bedroom. That flower was in my kitchen. That arch had been on the landing shelf already from, you know, a couple years ago. So the only thing I bought new is the bowl, and the bowl actually is like it was $60 and it was on clearance for $20. So I was really excited about that. So I was able to redo this whole area and put it in a way that I actually like. The picture was $25, the bowl was $20. So for $45, I was finally able to get an arrangement that I like and I can switch it out. And I wanted to get it done before Easter because I do like to decorate the landing shelf for Easter, fall, and Christmas. So, and then just like this, which is like a non-holiday time of year. But I wanted to get it the way that I wanted it before the next holiday, which is Easter, because I didn't want to have to be figuring out after Easter what I was going to put on it. So now that it's done, I really like how it turned out. I'm really glad that I was able to use mostly things that I already had, which is really always the idea. And that's one reason why I like to save home decor, because you never know when you're going to be able to find somewhere else to use something. The hourglass especially, I love that hourglass, and I had it. I bought it years and years ago. It was somewhere in the house at some point, I don't even remember where, but it has been in storage for probably 6 years, 7 years. And I actually had forgotten about it, but I really like it. I like how the sand is brown and kind of pulls in the wood tones, so I'm really happy. Also, one thing we did here with this sign, we hung it with some nails, just kind of hung across in a straight horizontal line. That way, when I want to change the sign, it should be fairly easy. Most signs should be able to hang on those same nails and be able to fit that space. So that will hopefully minimize having to reuse command strips or put extra holes in the wall by just putting kind of a row of nails right across the top. So I love how it turned out. I think it's super cute, and I actually enjoy walking up and down the stairs now instead of staring at this space, which has been a thorn in my side for literally years and years and years and years. So super happy with how it turned out, and I want to show you guys. And that also means that I can mark another thing off of my home project list for 2021. In last vlog, I got to mark off fixing our laundry room baseboards and deep cleaning our laundry room, so I get to mark that off. And now I get to mark off the landing shelf because I'm trying to work on these smaller projects while we're still waiting for our new couch to come in and to order new carpet. Okay, so speaking of home decor, I wanted to share something with you. I had a whole video planned a long time ago about how to save money on home decor. I never made it, but one of the most inexpensive things you can do, other than shopping your own collection of stuff, which is what I did for our landing shelf, is to make your own artwork. Artwork can be really expensive, and I just think it's not necessarily necessary. You can usually find some really pretty things that fit your space, that fit your color scheme, that fit your decor, that are free or really inexpensive. So 2 websites that I like to use, other than making my own. I've made my own artwork a lot in the past too, with PicMonkey, which is a free website. There's a paid version, but you can use it for free with just a few less like bells and whistles. But you can make like word art and all different types of stuff with that. But besides that, if you want an actual picture, 2 websites that I use a lot for my YouTube business is Pixabay and Upsplash. Basically, they are royalty-free websites where you can get artwork and photographs that you can print off for free, and that's a great way to get artwork. So let's say this is a Pixabay. Let's say you want giraffe pictures, so you just type in giraffe. All of these pictures are free to download, to print, to use on your blog post, to use in invitations, baby rooms, nurseries invitations, you know, birthday party invitation, whatever. Any of this stuff you can use for free. So that's obviously a lot of photography. Let's say you want something watercolor. Whoops, I'm trying to type one-handed, so it's not very easy. all these watercolor pictures and images, drawings, backgrounds, all of this stuff is free. And there's various sizes, various resolutions, and you can print them at home if you have a nice printer. You can send it to Walgreens. There's always coupons on Walgreens Photo Center for like 50% off. Pretty much any of those photo places you can go and get it printed. Some new art and you don't want to spend like any money on it. Highly recommend these websites. I will link them below for you guys because they are really, really helpful. Okay, it is 4:21 and I'm getting ready to go make dinner, but I wanted to show you guys something I spent a little time working on today. I had planned on doing this over the summer just because typically I don't usually have a lot of time just to sit around and do YouTube things that don't really make a huge difference. But I was on the phone with my mom today and I was like, you know, I wanted to make a new channel banner and intro. So my old banner looks like this. I've had it this way for years and years and years. I still love it. I still think it's really cute. And it's definitely my personality, kind of juvenile, kind of bright and bubbly. But I felt like I needed a change for my channel, and so I made a more modern, I think more grown-up version. I changed it. I obviously wanted to keep a nest because A Place to Nest is my channel name. So I have two different versions. I have this version, which just has the empty nest. I also have this version, which does have some eggs in it. So I need you guys to let me know, do you like the version with the eggs? So I kind of want to know what you think about that. My only thing about this one with just the empty nest, at first glance, can you even tell that that is a nest? Because that is the whole point of a nest, a place to nest. So I like having the larger font. I think that's really nice. I like the updated lifestyle homeschooling mom life. So I'm going to save both versions until I hear from you guys. So make sure you let me know which version you like best so that I can kind of help make that decision. So my HelloFresh order came in and I already peeked at everything. I couldn't wait. But I wanted to show you guys what I picked out. So they sent all the meat that I need, pork chops and chicken, for the balsamic tomato and herb chicken recipe, the balsamic fig chicken recipe, and then steakhouse pork chops. I think that's the one I'm gonna make tonight because my husband was really excited when I said pork chops. So that is the one I'm gonna make tonight with the meat that they sent, and I'm gonna let you guys make it with me. Okay, so I tried to get together as many of the things that I was gonna need ahead of time. So the first thing I need to do is adjust the racks. I did that already, and let me tell you guys a funny story. I had never moved our oven racks. Our oven we just got in like October, maybe September last year. And I went to go move them and the bottom rack wouldn't move because apparently they wire the bottom rack to the heating element in shipment, and I did not know that. And so the entire time I've been using my stove, the bottom rack was still wired to the heating element. So I thought that was kind of funny. And I have a little helper today who thinks he's gonna get some pork chops, but he is not, probably. I don't think. Bean is in the office, our guinea pig, screaming because whenever she hears cutting, she knows that means that food is somewhere nearby, and she always thinks it's gonna be something she can have. I don't think she's gonna wanna eat an onion. I have never bought or peeled or eaten a shallot in my life. So that's one thing I like about HelloFresh is it kind of pushes you out of your comfort zone. It pushes you out of maybe things that you buy out of habit or recipes that you make out of habit. You definitely learn some new things and try some new things when you have HelloFresh. Of course, it would help if my cutting board wasn't curling up too. That would help a little bit because it's flopping and getting in the way. We're just gonna make do with what we have. I've seen this on cooking shows. This is what you're supposed to do, right? Okay, that looks pretty small to me. Okay, there it is. It's all done. It's definitely very quick and easy because everything was already pre-portioned and everything. I never make fancy sauces or anything. I've never made pork chops, so I'm pretty pleased with how it turns out. I definitely think it looks like something you'd get at a restaurant, but it was super simple. Everything was lined out for me with the HelloFresh recipe, Everything was pre-packaged, and all I needed was included, so I didn't have to like go to the store and get a bunch of ingredients that I may or may not have had on hand for this recipe. It already came in my HelloFresh kit. So make sure if you're interested in getting your 10 free meals across your first 4 boxes of HelloFresh that you use my coupon code and my link in the description box so you guys can take advantage of it too. I wanted to show you guys these icicles that are hanging outside my bedroom window, and the camera does not do it justice. They are way, way bigger than they look on camera. Like, that is not something you want to fall on your head when you're walking around. Hey guys, it is a new day, and it actually happens to be a Saturday, which is my favorite day of the week. I love Saturdays. Even when I was a kid, I loved Saturdays, probably for the same reason maybe a lot of you guys did. It was the only day of the week that was protected by a day where you didn't have school the next day. So Saturday has always been my favorite. It is Saturday today, and I slept in this morning, which was really nice. I didn't get up until 9:45. So I was laying in bed and I was thinking of like prayers and thankful thoughts and blessings and all that stuff, which I try to do. And I got up and, you know, we had breakfast and all that stuff, and I was writing my prayer journal in the morning, even though typically I would do it at night. I thought, well, you know, it's Saturday morning, I've got some extra time, I'm gonna do it this morning. So I wrote in my journal what I was thankful for and some things that are happening. And then I looked back in February of 2020. And this is one reason why I like keeping a prayer journal and why I want to get back in the habit of it, because almost a year to the day, something that I had written in my prayer request column has been happening. And this is not the first time this has happened, where I've written something down and I've gone back and looked within the pages beforehand, and something I asked for was answered. Now that doesn't mean that everything I ask for is going to be answered. Obviously it's not. There's plenty of things that I'm going to ask for or want that I'm not going to get. But I try to pay attention to those things that I do get. And the fact that this one was almost a year to the day that I wrote that I wanted this certain thing to happen, and I had just thought this morning that it was happening, not knowing even when I got up this morning I was going to write my prayer journal. I was just thinking, oh, I'm really glad this is happening. I didn't even remember writing it in my prayer journal until after I got up and had breakfast and sat down to write in it, and was flipping through the pages and realized that I had prayed for that almost a year ago to the day. So I do think that's pretty awesome. If you guys don't have a prayer journal, it doesn't have to be, you know, one that you buy. I do like this one because first of all, it's inexpensive, but also you've got a verse you can write down, Lord, teach me to, so things that you want God to teach you, things you're thankful for, and prayer requests. So I do like this one. This is one I got from Amazon. So I just thought I would share that story with you to kind of encourage you that, you know, not all prayers that you have are going to be answered, but God answers a lot of prayers that we have even not realized that we've prayed for. And so keeping a prayer journal is a really tangible, concrete way to look back at that and say, okay, I remember when I prayed for that, and now I already have, you know, now I've been given that. So just throwing that out there. And it did come from Amazon, which leads me to my next thing. I'm going to share with you guys kind of a haul of things I've gotten over the last few days from Amazon and some stuff from Old Navy. We'll start with the Amazon stuff. And some of this stuff you'll probably see in future videos, like decorating videos or curriculum videos. But I picked up the Everything American Government book for my oldest. She is required to have a civics class next year, and I want to keep it I want it to be thorough, but I want it to be brief, because she's going to be having even more college classes next year than she is this year. And so I wanted something that looked really, really thorough, like that hit all the high points, but that wasn't too time intensive that she wouldn't be able to do her college classes. So I did get that from Amazon. For my youngest, I got this 750 piece DIY craft kit. This thing's pretty amazing, especially if you have kids that are into crafts and you never seem to have what they want. 750 pieces. It's got eyeballs, tons of different pipe cleaners. There's sparkly ones and then regular ones, a lot of puff balls. And the one thing I like about the eyeballs in particular, I don't know if you can see, but there's colored ones and then regular ones, and they have eyelashes. Some of them have eyelashes, which I think is really cute. So I like to always have things like this on hand. My girls are both really crafty, but especially lately with the weather we've been having and not being able to leave and stuff like that, it is really nice to have stuff like this on hand. So I try to always make sure I have things like this. Of course, lots of glue, paint, glitter, stuff like that. So I like that it came in one big old kit. It would probably cost a lot more to go to the craft store and buy all this than it was just to buy it together. Plus I can't get to the craft store right now, or I haven't been able to get to the craft store. I have not left the house in 6 days. Today is the first day I have washed my hair in the last week and also put on makeup. So I'm really excited. It actually feels really good to have clean hair. Like when I would take my hair down at night after having it in a ponytail all day and not washing it for almost a week, I looked like Predator. Like I had this, like, it was just like stuck to my head and then just, so it feels really good to wash my hair and put some makeup on. And then I also got a movie for my husband and myself. I love this movie. My mom and dad have it and we usually borrow it from them. But I was like, that's silly. It was $7 just to buy it so we can have it. It's really funny. It's not family appropriate. There's quite a bit of language in it. Even though it is PG-13, to me, the language in this is worse, but that's just my opinion. It's just really funny. So if you like kind of dumb, silly 90s comedies, you'd probably like this, but there is some language. I also got this beaded garland from Amazon. It's kind of long. It may be longer than I wanted. If I ever get a chance to go to Hobby Lobby, I'll look. I know they have some. I do like this one because the beads are a little bit smaller than the one that I've seen at Hobby Lobby. And it was $10. So I don't know where I'm going to use it or if I'm going to use it, but I did pick that up. I also got the most random thing ever, which I may not keep. Again, if I can get to Hobby Lobby and they have one that's a little bit smaller, I may get that one because I had in mind it was going to go in something else I'm going to show you and it doesn't fit. But anyway, it's a little bird's nest. I just thought that would be really cute for spring decorating, to put some little eggs in it or something. So I got that from Amazon. In my mind, I was going to put it in this. What are these things called? These cloches? It says glass dome, but I think they're called cloches. I didn't know that until recently, so. Now that I know the word cloche, I'm the next Joanna Gaines, apparently. But anyway, this is what it is. So it's a little glass dome that sits on this little thing. And super cute, tons of different things you can do with them. I'm actually trying to figure out, I think this must be if you have lights in here and you want to be able to string the lights out. It's got a little lip there. I'm guessing that's what that's for. But this is pretty small, and I thought it would look cute on the middle of my table in my little, like, basket that I have there. And I was going to put the nest in it for Easter, but the nest doesn't fit. I have one of these already, but my other one's really big. This one's a lot smaller, so I thought that would fit better where I was thinking of putting it. That's everything I got from Amazon. From Old Navy, I got a lot of shirts. I like their basics. I like basics in general. I'm the type of person that when I find a shirt that I like, I buy that same shirt in a million different colors, and I'm kind of boring that way. You know, you've heard of plain Jane. Well, I'm basic Becky. Pretty much everything in my closet is a solid color and a lot of the same style shirt, but that's kind of how I like it. So anyway, Old Navy is really good for their basics. So I got looks like 6 different shirts. Yeah, 3 are crew neck, 3 are V-neck. So this one is just a lime green V-neck, a baby blue V-neck, a dark blue V-neck, and then these 3 are crew neck. This one is green. It's not my favorite color to wear, but every time I wear green, people say, oh my goodness, green looks so good on you. So I got green. And then I also got hot pink and light pink. So eventually the weather will be nice enough, hopefully, that we can actually wear short sleeves again. Sometimes in the middle of winter you feel like it's never going to be warm. And it will be eventually, and then I will have those 6 shirts to add to my collection. So like I said, today's Saturday. Normally I am cleaning and doing things around the house, but today I have some YouTube stuff to do. So actually the girls are downstairs right now cleaning up the kitchen and the living room and getting it all nice and clean. I like the house to be clean on Saturday because it is my day to relax at night with my husband, watch a movie, and eat brownies. So they are down there doing that. I am going to end the vlog here. It was a 3-day weekly vlog this week, but just because I felt like I already had so much footage for the first 2 days, I don't want to make them too long. I'm really trying to keep these vlogs, like, I'm trying to keep them no longer than 30 minutes, but I don't even know if that's happened at all so far because I usually feel like I have so much to share. So I'm trying to make sure that this vlog is not too long. So I am going to close it out today. I will be filming a new one here in the next few days. I'm really excited about that. Make sure if you're interested in HelloFresh that you check out my description box below for that coupon code and the links. You can get those 10 free meals across your first 4 boxes. It's a great value and it's a really convenient service. I will also put links in the description box for All of this stuff that I showed, except for the Old Navy shirts. I mean, you can go to Old Navy and just type in t-shirt and you'll find all these. But the stuff I got from Amazon, I will link for you in the description box. If you are liking these weekly vlogs, please, please, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments that you're enjoying them. Also, make sure you subscribe before you head out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.